Oshawa ground, Foxtrot, Mike Victor uniform.
Foxtrot, Mike Victor uniform, Oshawa ground.
Oshawa ground, Foxtrot, Mike Victor uniform, Cessna 172 on the main apron with information India, requesting my IFR clearance, please.
Foxtrot, Mike Victor uniform is cleared to the Burlington airport by the Oshawa 6 departure. Flight planned route, depart runway 12 and squawk 4745.
Mike Victor uniform is cleared to the Burlington airport via the Oshawa 6 departure on the flight planned route and squawk 4745, Mike Victor uniform.
Mike Victor uniform ground, read back correct, advise ready for taxi.
Oshawa ground, Mike Victor uniform, ready for taxi.
Mike Victor uniform ground, runway 12 and 170 at 6, altimeter 3020, taxi Alpha Bravo, contact tower 120.1, holding short of runway 12.
Taxi Alpha Bravo, contact tower 120.1, holding short, runway 12, Mike Victor uniform. Hey everyone, welcome to the plane. As we taxi to the threshold, I'll tell you what's going on today. I'm flying from one side of the city of Toronto to the other side of the city of Toronto. I'm going to put Mike Victor uniform in Steve, Flight Chop's hangar. And then we're taking off and we're going to Pennsylvania to visit the Lycoming Factory. So do a little bit of a tour there and see what's up as I decide on what to do with my engine. Oshawa Tower, Foxtrot, Mike Victor uniform, holding short 12 on Bravo, ready for departure.
Victor uniform, Oshawa Tower, stay on my frequency, winds 18087, clear for takeoff, runway 12.
Stay on your frequency, cleared for takeoff, 12, Mike Victor uniform.
So, Foxtrot Charlie, once you're in the crosswind turn, continue the turn into the downwind.
Charlie.
Hotel Zulu Juliet, your traffic is now mid-left base.
Airspeed's alive. Everything's green.
Spacing good.
Here we go, 40.
Hotel Zulu Juliet, turn base.
45.
Hotel Zulu Juliet.
We're off.
Alpha X-ray Tower, clear to land runway 12. Alpha X-ray.
Oshawa Tower, Alpha Sierra Mike over Brooklyn at 2,200.
Alpha Sierra Mike Tower, roger, continue your number 2 following Cessna 172 on right base.
Okay, what's the traffic? Alpha Sierra Mike.
Alpha Charlie Tower, your number 3 following a Cessna 150 at Brooklyn, extend downwind, advising heaven and light.
Alpha Charlie, look at some traffic.
Mike Victor Uniform Tower, once you're above 2,000 feet, contact Toronto Center 133.4.
Contact 133.4 above 2,000, Mike Victor uniform. Toronto, Terminal Foxtrot, Mike Victor uniform, passing 2,000 off of Oshawa.
Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform, Toronto Terminal, squawk ident, climb 4,000.
Ident, climb 4,000, Mike Victor uniform.
Mike Victor Uniform identified at 2,200 feet. And just want to confirm for your flight plan, are you okay being a few miles off the shoreline for Burlington?
I'm fine with that, Mike Victor uniform.
Okay, roger. Mike Victor Uniform vectors for, it's going to be Mesno for the RNF32. Turn right heading 220.
Turn right heading 220, Mike Victor uniform. Toronto Terminal, Mike Victor uniform, level 4,000.
Mike Victor Uniform, roger, and just plan that as a final.
Holding 4,000, and I will cancel with you in the air and do a visual into BZ, Mike Victor uniform.
Mike Victor Uniform, roger. Advise whenever you do plan to cancel there, always be direct to Mesno for the time being.
Mike Victor uniform. We are in the air, we're out over Lake Ontario, we're trying to fly past the city of Toronto.
Mike Victor Uniform, contact Toronto Terminal on 119.3, take care.
119.3, Mike Victor uniform. Toronto Terminal, Foxtrot, Mike Victor uniform, level 4,000.
Mike Victor Uniform, Toronto Terminal, roger, altimeter 3018.
3018, Mike Victor uniform. Toronto Terminal, Foxtrot, Mike Victor uniform. After I pass Mesno, I can cancel IFR and go visual into Burlington.
Victor Uniform, roger. After, so are you going to Boston now, or are you going to Mesno now?
I'm going to Mesno now.
Mike.
119.3,
Mike Victor Uniform, who gave you Mesno?
The initial controller when I came out of Oshawa gave me Mesno, Mike Victor Uniform.
Alright, I checked. After Mesno, direct box in.
Terminal Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform, passing box on. I'd like to go visual at this point and cancel IFR.
Mike Victor Uniform, check canceling IFR, confirm closing alerting service as well.
Alerting services as well, Mike Victor Uniform.
Uniform Roger, descending 2,500 or below, change to Burlington traffic 1235.
2,500 or below, and contact Burlington traffic, Mike Victor Uniform. Burlington traffic, Mike Victor Uniform, base to final runway 14, full stop, Burlington.
Burlington Unicom, Bravo, Guelph, Bravo Lima, audio check com 1. Bravo Lima, radio check is 505.
It's nice to just ride along and not have to worry about anything. Let you do the lifting.
Do you know about the whole course reversal situation on these approaches that we don't really see much of in Canada?
Yeah.
So technically, if you get cleared for this and they don't clear you straight in, you're expected to do the course reversal even.
Yep.
But you can clarify it in the clearance, and they almost never really want you to do it. So I'm going to just make sure I don't forget to clarify that, because I'm not doing it from this direction. It doesn't make sense.
Charlie Fox, Charlie Golf Alpha, intentions.
Head to Lycoming's Hangar.
Hey everyone, this is my new friend Braden.
Morning.
Braden, where are we?
We're here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania at the Lycoming Engines Flying Club hangar. And Glen and Steve got to come into town so that we can take a look at Steve's engine with our tech team and get Glen into the facility and kind of give him a little preview of what we might be working on with him.
So we're going to do a tour of the factory, and I'm going to get to see engines being built.
You are. You're going to get to see not only being built from start to finish, but you're going to get to see the machining process, all of the non-destructive testing that we do, and inspections. You're going to get to walk through all of it and see the precision and effort that we put into building the engines.
Excellent. Okay, so for you at home, I'm only going to tease you at this point. I'm not going to show you everything, because that's going to come out in January when we actually start doing the work. So I'm going to give you a little bit of tease, show you what I'm thinking of doing and which engine we're going to get. And Braden is really pushing for a remanufactured.
That's right. Yeah.
So what is special with remanufactured? Just give him a tease. Don't tell him everything.
A little tease about our remanufactured engines that we do here in Williamsport at the Lycoming facility. It's different than getting a field overhaul. When you send it back to us, it is rebuilt to factory standards, aka a new engine. You're basically getting an engine that was built to the new engine standards we have in our facility here. Your engine time gets set back to 0, so you get your engine back at 0 run hours, and you also get worldwide warranty coverage on a remanufactured Lycoming engine.
Let's take a look at that Cessna inside, because that has the conversion that I'm about to do.
Yep, it does.
Okay. Okay, so while Steve's over there working with the experts from Lycoming doing his inspection, I'm taking a look at this 172F. It already has the airplane's conversion done that I'm about to do on Mike Victor Uniform. And looking inside, it's an amazing conversion. They've really thought of everything firewall forward that you need to do.
So I'm pretty excited to do the tour at Lycoming to see the engines being built, but I'm also really excited to get working with Lycoming and Airplanes on this conversion on Mike Victor uniform. It's gonna be amazing.
650,000 square feet in this building, and then an additional 105,000 in building 2 for operations that we can break into.
The machines actually track the serial numbers too. It'll tell you the week, the year, the machine it came off, and number 9 for the year or for the week. We don't even have to update it. The computer does everything for you. We got our threads here, the Lycoming secret threads. That's all that holds that barrel on there, is just those threads. So that's one of the most critical features. We measure every single part there. You got plus or minus 1/1000 between here. We run a thread mill, just one pass, and it'll hold within a tenth, like every day, all day long. We switch that tool out maybe once a year. So it's just this big old thread mill. It's about 1 inch around, and it just stays sharp and runs. Like, I mean, it gets a great finish down there. It cuts all those threads in one shot.
After our cylinder heads, we move into our crankshaft department. The right side here is recently turned to storage, but before that, it was where we did all our refurbishing. So you see all these green boxes right here. Any green part on the shop floor means it's a refurbished part. Came in from a teardown in the field. So when you get your reman, it's going to come through as a green box and be put back together down the same assembly line. So that's our teardown process back here before the wash and sandblast. Building 2 is where they do that refurbishing. It's all basically the same process we've already seen with new materials, but more so the inspection than the machining, because there's a lot less machining needed because it's already a done part. So there's a lot more steps on the crankshafts, because after their machining, they go straight to a heat treat process. We call our ion nitriding in these large machines called electropulse machines. After that heat treat process, they come back out for more machining steps, and then they go into these booths right here you see with the hoods. These are our Magnaflux booths. They are a non-destructive testing method. So this is where you pull the hood down, and underneath it lights up an ultraviolet light. That ultraviolet black light shines down on the part, and it gets sprayed with a fluorescent penetrant dye. That fluorescent penetrant then gets into any irregularities or porosity on the part. It'll highlight that so that our operator can go in with their gauges and measure those irregularities, see if it's within our tolerances, within our quality standards. And then it'll pass through that check, get sent to right next door where they do the final inspection. So in here you can see we've got 4 big machines running, and they're basically big ovens. They heat it up to an extreme temperature to expand the pores of the material. Then they introduce the gases you see hooked up to the back there. For our ion nitriding process, that's the first one that both the barrels and the crankshafts go through. Okay. It introduces those gases, heat, and static electricity into the material. These papers up front hold the job number that each of those QR codes we talked about being laser etched into each part are directly connected to. So on here you can identify the job number, go into the database, type it in, and see where are these parts being machined, when did they start, what tolerances were they tested to. And this one looks like it's about ready to jump over to the line. So what they'll do here with all of the parts ready for assembly, they will start with a bath. Hey, Jeremy. They throw it into a bath to wash off any residue from the machining process, whether that's preservative oils or grease or any sort of buildup from that machining process. After they get washed, they start with the power section. It's a similar build process to what Paul talked to back in Thunderbolt. The power section includes the crankshaft, the camshaft, and the connecting rods being put inside the crankcase before it's then collapsed around those. We'll let this, oh, we're good. All right, so we can start walking down the assembly line here. Back to the trim line. Once they've got everything snugged up to the core there and all the accessories are with it in its blue box, they go through one last bath, spray it down, and one last job of paint, a little coat, before they go to their final inspection. You can see all the engines lined up here in this ring right here. This is the final inspection department. You know, these are going on aircraft that are going to be thousands of feet in the air. It's not going to be like a check engine light and you can pull over to the side of the road. There's no check engine light up high. So we go through a very thorough inspection process with these engines to make sure that when it ships out, it's something that every employee here would feel comfortable getting in the plane and flying their own family with.
Cool. Well, thanks, man.
Yeah. How'd we feel about it?
Awesome.
Enjoy it, Glen?
It's great. I'm looking forward to coming. I'm looking forward to having one of these in my plane.
I bet. Yeah. Well, you know, I always say, if you can pick it up and carry it out on your way, I'm not the guy that can stop you.
It's free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been down here at Lycoming for 3 days now. We've been working in this hangar with the technical team, going through Steve's plane, going through his engine, and doing a little bit of work on that. Most importantly for me was the factory tour, and I didn't really show you much of the factory tour because we're going to come back to that as we get into the project. I really just wanted to wrap my head around what a Lycoming remanufactured engine was all about. And walking through the factory and seeing that engine being built on exactly the same line as the brand new engines gives me the confidence that that is the way for me to go. So I'm going to go back to Canada. I'm going to go back to Chris. Chris and I are going to have a discussion about what all our options are. Take a look at everything, but I'm really leaning towards the airplane's Lycoming combination of the 180 horsepower 0360 to put that in Mike Victor uniform, along with a Sensenich prop. Sensenich carbon fiber prop, I think, is the way we're going to go. So got to move some numbers around, do a little bit of math, talk to Chris, make sure that I'm covering all of my bases. But it looks like we're going to start doing this project in January, is when you're going to see it on the channel. So Steve and I are going to wait for a little bit of weather to break, and then we're going to jump back in his plane, fly back to his home base, get Mike Victor uniform back out of his hangar, and I'm going to fly it back to Oshawa. Thanks for watching. Really enjoy the fact that you come along for these rides, and we'll see you on the next one.